Welcome to Introduction to Ethics. My name is Mark Thorsby, and I'm going to be your professor over the next couple weeks. Welcome. We've got a great semester ahead of us, exciting subject material, and I'm sure we've got a great group of people. Let me start off by saying a little bit about who I am. My name is Mark Thorsby. I've been teaching here at Lone Star College since August 2009, so a year and a half roughly, going on my second year. Before that, I lived in New York, and before that, I lived in California. So I've lived around. In terms of my own particular um, specialty in philosophy, I primarily study philosophy of language, existentialism, and environmental ethics. So ethics is something that's near and dear to my heart. So this is I think I always enjoy teaching this course, and most people take it enjoy taking it. So welcome to the course. So that's a little bit about who I am. Yeah, one thing I will say is you're welcome to call me. I'll record weekly videos here in my office, but you're welcome to come by my office anytime, make an appointment. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me, we can chat, we can Skype, we can do whatever you need. If you need any extra help or if you have any questions. This course is a completely online course, which means that apart from obtaining the textbook, there's nothing you need to do. You don't need to come to campus at all. You should be able to do this course completely from home, though you'll need a good internet connection. This course does use video, and by embedding YouTube videos and a few other things. So make sure you have the most up-to-date internet browser. I encourage you to have Firefox, but it doesn't really matter. I'm sure you know what you like. Let me say now a little bit about how this course works and the various elements of this course. And you'll see when you look into the course, there's a number of different panes and locations. Um, and one of those panes is called the Talks tab or Talks folder. And essentially, here's what happens. This course is divided into weekly modules. So there's roughly 15 weeks plus a final in the course. And so each week, what you need to do is you need to basically log in. And at the beginning of each week on Monday morning, or probably later on, I'll be posting these on Fridays. But each week I'll post a video just like this where I basically overview and give you a sense of what the basic material we're covering and any deadlines you need to be thinking about. And in these weekly videos, I'll also post any answers to any questions you might have had during the week that you either emailed me or you posted to the website. Um, and so that's what I'll do. So these are basically 15, 20-minute videos each week, just so you get a sense that I'm checking in and you get to see my face and so on and so forth. I encourage you, if you do have questions, under the lessons tab, there's another section called questions. It's an optional discussion forum. If you ever have questions that you think other students would benefit by hearing the answers to, please post your questions or comments there, and I'll often reply by video. So I try to use as much video as I can. Um, but and this course is designed to be a sort of real-time, simulate a live classroom experience. So that's part of one of the things we do, even though it's an asynchronous course. But once you listen to the video, then essentially each week I'll post an audio lecture where I basically I lecture and I talk about the material that you've been assigned to read in an audio format. Some of those are pre-recorded sessions in actual ethics courses. Some of those sessions are recorded here in my office. But there is an audio portion, and you'll notice there's a podcast to the course. And the course podcast is essentially these audio lectures. So if you go to the podcast folder, you can click on a button that says Add to iTunes, and then every time there's a new lecture uploaded, it'll automatically download to your iTunes. You can just, while you work out, you can listen to the lecture if you like, or you can come online and you can listen to the lecture right here in the Angel. It's up to you. So there'll be a weekly video, a weekly audio lecture that you can listen to that covers the material. And you'll see that there's usually 2 sections of reading we cover per week. And if you look in the syllabus, there's a whole series of things that we'll be reading. So each week you'll listen to the video, listen to the lecture, and then from there, you're gonna complete a weekly podcast and post to a weekly discussion board. So let me talk a little bit about what the weekly discussion board is. The weekly discussion board, and this week, the weekly discussion board is simply a welcome. Who are you? What do you think? what's your ideas and that sort of thing. Just to, just to get a sense, we get to know each other a little bit. So this week's discussion board is basically just say who you are and what your ethical position is. If you could post a picture too, which would be great to see some faces. So each week you have to post to a discussion board. Normally the discussion board will be related to the content more than it is this week, since this is only our first week, and there's probably other students who are going to add the course later on. So that's the discussion board. When are the posts due? Well, it's simple. There's one deadline in this course, and that's every week, Friday by noon. So you should have to post. Any work that's due will always be due on that deadline. So each week at Friday at noon, there's a deadline, and you can submit your work there. All work is submitted online. No work is submitted by email. Okay. Besides each week, besides doing the weekly discussion board where you post and you respond to other people, you have a weekly lesson review, and that's basically a small sort of quiz, if you want to call it that, which essentially helps me get a sense if you're understanding the material that we covered that week, and if not, where you're having trouble, so that I can make adjustments. So you have to do a weekly lesson review. That helps me keep track of your progress, and it give you a good sense of what I'm expecting you to know. That'll help because we move towards the exams. Now, there are two separate exams. You have a midterm examination, which is going to be on March 11th. That's the Friday of that week. And then you have the final examination, which is due May 13th, at the very end of the semester. So you have those two final examinations. If you continue to do your reading, post to the discussion boards, complete the lesson review, you should do well in the exams. Now, one thing I will say, this week there is no lesson review. This week we have just a syllabus questionnaire. So this first week is unlike our other weeks. You only have basically a syllabus questionnaire to fill out, post to this question board who you are, and then listen to a general lecture I posted on introductory ethics. So what else do you have to do? There are 3 papers that are due in this course as well. You have 2 one-page response papers. The first response paper is due on February 25th. The second response paper is due on April 8th. And I'll be posting more information about these next week. But essentially what these response papers are is one page where you'll pick a topic that we've covered thus far in that semester and respond to it. And you'll explicate it, show me you understand the basic topic, and then tell me what you think about it and give me an argument for your view. And this is just one page, very simple. So you have 2 of these due. And then at the end of the semester, you have a research paper due. Don't get too nervous. It's not a normal research paper in the sense that you're just sort of researching random facts. In this, you'll actually be centering on a particular ethical dilemma and then applying an ethical theory we've discussed throughout the semester to that dilemma. And so it's something of a, if you will, an application paper, but there's some research required. And there's instructions posted under the Lessons tab. Click on Papers, research paper, and you can read about some of the instructions that are actually on that. So there's instructions posted for that, and I'll be talking about more about it later. So those are the 3 papers you have to write. And that's effectively what how this course operates. You have a lesson review, discussion boards, you have papers to write, and you have examinations. And that's effectively how it works. And one thing I should say about the discussion board is that in order to get full credit, you not only have to post, but you have to comment on 2 other persons' postings. So the whole point is to discuss. And so it should be somewhat interactive. So that's effectively how the course runs. And if you read your syllabus just down below here, you can get a lot more information, all the detailed information. Also, there's a new tab located in the online course called Course Map. If you click on that, you can actually explore the different elements of the course as well as see any of the deadlines. If you read your syllabus now. Once you've watched this video, go ahead, read the syllabus, take the syllabus questionnaire, listen to the audio lecture that's posted, and then post to the discussion board. And that's effectively what we're doing for this first week. In the meantime, you'll need to get the books. Here are the books we're using. And I apologize. There was one person, I had mistakenly told one person that we were using an environmental ethics book, but that's from my other course. So if you're confused and you bought the wrong textbook, I am so sorry. But these are the textbooks we're using. The first one here is The Elements of Moral Philosophy by James and Stuart Rachels. And the second is The Right Thing to Do by James and Stuart Rachels. Basically, this is an anthology, and this is your basic introductory book. There are a few other reading selections we have that are posted online that aren't in these books. But those are always going to be posted online under the course library, also located under the lessons tab. So those are the textbook, and if you go look in your syllabus, you can get the ISBN for all those books. And for this first week, I posted the chapters just so you have them, because I imagine some of you may be ordering the text through Amazon. It may take a while. So I posted this week's chapter reading material because there is reading for this week. So you can read that online as a PDF or you can print it out. So that's what we're doing this semester. In terms of ethics, I want you to begin thinking about what your ethical position is. What does it mean, for instance, to be ethical? What is morality? Ask this question of yourself. What is the basis for the moral views that you hold? For instance, if you think, just to throw out an example, let's say if you think euthanasia is wrong morally, why? What principle governs your moral view? I mean, that's really what I want you to begin to think about this week. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to leave it there. That's probably enough to listen to at this point. And if you have any questions, feel free to post to the discussion boards or send me an email and I'll post right back. Okay, I look forward to this semester where it's going to be a great semester. It's a great subject. Okay, so have a good week. Let me know if you have any trouble or have any other issues. Okay, bye.